Hello, welcome. I'm excited to do today's reading because we'll be diving in honor of Valentine's Day coming up this month. I wanted to do a love reading and we're going to be asking what's next in your love life. And then I just want to remind everybody, this is a general reading. Everyone has different situations going on. I'll try my best to open this up to whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, and maybe hitting a rut or wanting to evolve, and also any situationships, anything like that, breakups. We'll see what comes through. If it doesn't apply to you though, I encourage you to just either pick a different pile or just wait for the next video. I'm going to do a few more love readings. And so this is just really who needs to hear it. And you'll just take the pieces that fit and apply to your situation. The way this all works is each of us is in different circumstances and it may look different on the outside. However, it's really about the underlying energies when we are pulling tarot for these situations. We can be experiencing similar patterns to one another, and so this is what that's going to be taking a dive into. So yeah, let's get into reading. We have 3 piles for you to pick, whichever one you feel most drawn to, or you could even pick more than one. So anyways, timestamps will be in the description, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi Group 1, you chose the No Place Like Home card. Oh, there you go. I'll set it over here. And first I just want to get a temperature of where you're at in terms of love, like you personally, before I move into what you're inviting into your love life this season. Let's see, we're just taking a temperature. What kind of energy are you in? Whoop, there we go. We've got ghost, movement. Did you get ghosted? Perhaps you're ghosting someone? Okay, let's see. Let me find out. Oh, I just noticed on the back of the deck is strength. Ooh, okay, fierce mama. All right, we've got some anger. I like it. I like it. This feels very raw and potent. Intuition. That is way too many. We have time, presence, and self-awareness. And then let's see. I'm gonna get tarot. Sorry, you can hear my creaky chair. Okay, we're gonna find out what's going on with you personally right now. How you feeling in the love department? Interesting, that fell out sideways. I'll let this slide over here. Okay, I'm going to clarify. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Woo! We have Judgment. I'm going to have to push everything up. And then, why is the World card? Okay. We have the Hermit in reverse. Why is a Death card in reverse? King of Cups. Five of Cups in reverse. Ooh, okay. Oh, we got a few. I'll take them. We got Seven of Cups. Temperance, 10 of Cups. Okay, group one. First, you got this No Place Like Home card, and I was very drawn to how it was suspended in the air. And if you think about the home, that's our sense of foundation, our sense of security, our sense of safety. And, you know, the home, you should be able to, well, the ideal thing is we should be able to feel at home and at peace with ourselves wherever we go, no matter what relationship we're in, no matter if we're out of a relationship. And so I think it's important how it's suspended in the air. Something about this too, matching with some of the cycles playing out, feels like feels a little destabilizing to me. Like a sense of, I don't have my roots. I'm really drawn to this Time card with presence and self-awareness. I was drawn to the roots. So something feels like it was uprooted, or there isn't really like any ground to stand on just yet, or maybe you're just trying to get the bearings straight there. For some of you who are single right now, it could be a possible thing where you are trying to talk to somebody, and there is some movement, but then you get either they're ghosted or they're flaky. They're not really responding much to you. There's not much to bite off of. And so I feel like it's drawing you further within yourself. Here with the Panther card, there might be some animosity toward, that may not be the right word. Anger and misunderstanding, but it's almost like having to look at the situation and get deeper into it, because again, bringing back to this time, we have to go within deeper to have this presence and self-awareness. Because we see here with the Intuition card, it's like either nothing's happening or nothing's really getting off the ground, and so I have to go pull within to find out within myself. There's like a call to go home within yourself to see if there's some things that we can shake up or shift out of to attract a better situation for our lives. For those of you that are in a relationship or in a situation with somebody, it might have been very upsetting because there was momentum happening. There was a energetic movement, but then now it feels like either there's this dead space, there's a lot of time that's passed, and we really haven't really gotten anywhere, and so our inner rage is coming out, this inner anger of like, and what it feels like to me is you're a part of yourself that's knows that it deserves better, or knows that are your needs aren't getting met in a situation. And so there's almost this divine rage that I feel, this like, enough's enough. I'm gonna step into my power, step and reclaim my power. This applies too, I think, for the singles out situation right there. There's just a feeling of like intense frustration, but it's getting us to, it's like spirits guiding you back home to yourself, because this is where you build this foundation before you go looking elsewhere for it. And I'm seeing, if you notice, there's like a little spiral here. It's almost like a cycle that we keep going through, and which is interesting because we got the World card, which is all about ending cycles. So yeah, I feel like this phase that you're in, you're really having to sort through these energies within yourself. We see here with the Two of Pentacles. What are you prioritizing? Where do you give your... Are you a big giver, or are you not allowing yourself to receive? And so there's this judgment coming in, almost like this rebirth that's happening, and verified too with this Death card. Really having to take a look within yourself to say like, okay, maybe look at the situation that I have in front of me, and how can I change some things, change the way that I see the perspectives that I'm holding, and the way that the boundaries I need to put into place. Or maybe I need to explore more of my emotional self, of like what I need to be connecting with. Because I see with the cycle, it looks like whatever you're going through right now, there's a wrapping up, an end of a cycle, end of a lesson that you just had to experience. But with the Hermit's great in the reading. It does allow us to have the introspection, our self-examination, but it's in reverse. It could mean either for some of you that you are isolating yourselves a little too much right now, and there's a desire or maybe a push to get yourself back out there in the world, to not stay in this like stagnant energy, because it does feel like a stagnation right now. But it seems like things are shifting and moving behind the scenes for you. It could also mean, I am getting a sense, maybe there is more to uncover and unearth within what you've just experienced in your love life. So, or lack of love life. With the Death card in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Hermit, it's like we're not taking out the time to uncover the lessons within this situation. Something ended, like there was something in this situation that ended for you. An ending, and it could be an ending of a habit that you had, a way of looking at things, or maybe could have been a relationship, or a breakdown. And it could just be the relationship, part of that relationship that's ending, coming towards an end, and there's some resistance to it, or it's a part of this relationship needs to evolve, or there's something in this situation that needs to come to an end. They can't grow. They can't really, you need to nurture the soil. The nutrients aren't there. So there's something in this that we need to change our inner vibration, our inner alignment, to get us into a more prosperous path. So I see with this King of Cups, it feels like there needs to be some emotional maturity in this too. I do see you working on that with the Five of Cups in reverse, which is good. If it were upright, I would feel like, too focused on disappointments and what's not shifting, how life's not getting any better. But the way that the Five of Cups is being clarified by the Seven of Cups, Temperance, and Ten of Cups, it feels like you are taking this time to do your healing work, to learn and understand what happened here for you, how this ended. But yeah, there is still this resistance to that change, and to grow and to develop more of the emotional maturity to understand the depth of what happened here. But Spirit is saying that you are doing the work, and they do see that you are alchemizing the situation and reorienting your perspective to be focused on happy, positive outcomes. What are my options? How is the door opening? And I'm really looking at this door here. Where can I create my abundance? Where can I create my home? I didn't get the situation that I wanted, but there's going to be, I think this, oh, you know, in this reverse, it almost feels like there's not an acceptance quite yet, or we're kind of working towards to getting to this acceptance. But let me find out a little more what's going on here. Who is this about? What was this about? This was just about your energy, what you were feeling. What is group 1 situation? We have privileged lady. Despair. Oh, that's that 5 of Cups energy. What to expect? Okay, so we're gonna ask what to expect in your love life coming up. Ooh. Too many. So life path number 2, some of you may be life path number 2. It says harmony, relationships, partnerships. Prefer not to be in the limelight. Oh, how funny. But then there's a performer. That's interesting. Companionship is important to you. Tragedy. Tragedy helps you find your purpose, deep lessons concealed. Life path 1, interesting. Trailblazer, leader, pioneer, risk taker. True romantic, deep in your heart. I am seeing in the back of the deck breakthroughs. Okay, what's next in your love life? All right, well, I'm shuffling these. There is a nod with tragedy and despair. So yes, it looks like there was a really tough situation that's been hard for you to get over, or you're still processing that situation. Now, it could have been recent, and now it could have been a while ago in your last relationship, your last, whatever your situation was. It feels like that. Ooh, make sure this camera didn't. It feels like, yeah, that was a really heavy experience, and so it's no wonder that there's still this anger that was being held in your energy that still needed to be processed and digested. Despair. There could have been a loss of a home, a loss of a job. Okay. Let's find out. But I do see something. Ten of Pentacles. Let me just get these out first. The Tower. Wow, Tragedy, Tower. Okay. That's the breakthrough. But you're... You might still be in the thick of it right now. So that's also something I'm picking up. And I don't want to alarm anyone. Like, oh, there's a breakup's coming, or it just feels like a situation that's been building up, and then it finally like just House of Cards coming down. Yeah, because the Ten of Pentacles is all about traditions, maybe family systems that we're in a family. So some of you could have been in a married situation or a household, and so maybe you felt stuck in this or some kind of contract with a person, a long-term partner, where it's almost like it was difficult to get out of, or it was the perceived limitations because we knew what it was going to require. Notice there's like a tiny woman trying to break out of this other person. So there's this evolution going on within yourself. And it almost like it took the shakeup to get you into another pathway. Let's keep going. Interesting. The Queen of Pentacles. This is all about earthy energies. Earth. I do see a woman coming in. Whether this is, I think what? It's a feminine energy. I don't want to limit this to just genders, but just because of the cards, I'm more likely to read it that way. Or this could be you as the privileged lady. She soon will be in a position where she feels she's abundant. Okay, let's keep going. Some of you could be performers, or you just, gosh. What is next? Oh, that Five of Pentacles. Okay. And then let's clarify these. Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. There was a feeling, okay, this was a situation that you were going through, or are going through, feels like there was that sunken cost fallacy. Like, I've invested so much time in this person, and this, sorry, this ended up going into that direction. Sorry to the single people out there. You're like, what? I feel like this is picking up on people who have been in relationships or have been in a long-term commitment, and they're breaking out of that or on that verge of breaking out of that. So I feel like there was this breakthrough that happened. Again, because we saw breakthrough, the Ace of Swords is all about shifting our mindset, shifting our perspective. I feel like a breakthrough is coming for you. It's in reverse, so it hasn't happened quite yet. It still seems like this Five of Pentacles energy is within within your emotional field, your physical life. So let's see with this Tower card what's being shaken up right now. Four of Swords. I see Ace of Swords in reverse. The Fool. Okay, so it's coming. This shift in perspective that's needed for you to start over. I think that was what was really difficult about this situation, was like having to start over after building something that just wasn't working. And I feel like you've probably been trying, you and this other person have been trying to work things out, but I just noticed this dog. So there was a sense of loyalty to the situation. Whether you guys had a family together or it just felt like you had a family out, even just having a home together, sharing a space together can be really off-putting and destabilizing when that's being threatened. Because now it's like your sense of security. As we see with the Five of Pentacles, I'm going to find out more of that. Because that could be about a lack of resources and the way that this says not hiring. Either of that had a part in that too. Maybe feeling like that caused stress and tension on the connection, or maybe now if you left this situation, it makes you feel like, well, how do I provide for myself? How do I get this? This was a balanced situation I was in. Now it's getting thrown off course, and there's this whole upheaval. I just had another thought too. Some of you may be attracted to another person and feel like you don't have enough to please that other person. For some reason, you feel like you have to be some kind of provider. So that could be something there. Take it if it resonates. Earth energies are very strong here. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So you could be one of those things, or this other person could be. Let's see, Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Swords in reverse. Five of Pentacles. Okay, this is like about working in collaboration. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So there's like a counterpart energy here to the Queen of Pentacles. So this feels like people, like members of the household. So maybe you both have children. Oh, okay. I did catch there was a child here. So this may be the hard part of all of this, is like, how do we split this home? How do we work around this? Maybe you have a child together. Maybe some of you have pets together. There's something about that kept you kind of tied, but Spirit was seeing it. This is almost like divine intervention. When we see the Tower card coming in, it was like, and that panther, I think of the goddess Kali, when certain energies, it wasn't respecting you and your needs. Maybe you weren't respecting your own needs. That other person wasn't respecting you. Both were on a different page. And so Spirit had to come in and shift things with this tragedy card to get you to see and look at the parts that weren't working anymore, because maybe there was this denial that was operating under the surface there. So I do see this improvement though in the finances and your resource. You do have the ability to get there. Maybe this is what that road is leading you towards. This could be too, whether it doesn't mean a complete breakup or dissolution of the home. It could just mean however you guys were operating was not a good fit. And that both of you needed to evolve, or one of you needed to really take a hard look and see like, how are we not jiving anymore? So I feel like these breakthroughs were waiting on the sidelines for you to happen, but it took that, and the Four of Swords is in reverse. So normally when it's upright, it's all about rest. We're not in a restful state. Earlier I saw in your cards, the Hermit was in reverse. So it felt like there was things that weren't being addressed and looked at, what parts we were playing in this, what our partner was, and hold them accountable for it. And I see that I'm noticing how she's stepping on heads. So there's okay. Like, I feel there was some pettiness too with this Knight of Swords. It's very swift, like cut tongue. Like someone was maybe sharp with their words. Maybe the feminine in this connection, either that's you or that's whoever that represents, the mother. I also get a motherly figure again with a child. So maybe the way their energy showed up in this connection was very just it wasn't harmonious, because we see with this Three of Pentacles under here, there is going to be a more collaborative effort here to build something, but it looks like it had to come at a cost of this realization. Now, back to like, some of you could be performers. This other partner could be a performer. Maybe there's also a connection with the job loss, or maybe not getting enough things booked. That may resonate for somebody. Or maybe the life that the performer has. I do see the hat concealing the face, so almost like there's a mask. So that could have been the tragedy coming in because we were masking emotions, masking a situation that needed to be addressed. So let's see with this Twin Flame Oracle to find out what's going on. Because this is, yeah, this looks like a big life cycle that you guys are in right now. Okay, let's find out some more. We have the fall card, so either this started back in the fall, or maybe there is the great fall is also what I'm thinking as a metaphor. Change is in the air. Your answers arrive in autumn. So some of you might not really get any resolution until later in the, depending what season you're in and when you're watching this in part of the world. I see compromise, mutual understanding, flexibility, give and take brings rewards. Control. Yeah, this was about releasing control. This is stagnation. Okay, we were talking about that. This energy, need to control. Release the need to control situations. Fresh start. I'm getting a situation where some of you do kind of mend the situation, but I'm also getting a portion of you that is just looking for a new fresh start. And maybe you both have to work together. Like for some of you, because you have a child, so maybe there is co-parenting that will have to come into play here. So there is some kind of compromise on both of your ends and how you're going to work through that. And then, but you have, there's going to be some tension there too with this control, because maybe both parties here are operating under some kind of belief or the ego, because I think with the death card you got earlier is also about ego death, but it was in reverse. So something in this situation where the egos, a clashing of egos. So it feels like this is bringing in a release of this control. Again, with the fall card is all about releasing and letting go. And it's being more flexed and more fluid. And this is opening up new doors for you and a fresh start. Some of you, it says this is your second chance. So maybe some of you may get back together, or maybe you do work through things. But for others of you, it may be just about, moving onwards, opening yourself up again to new pathways. Oh, look, lessons, understanding. Look for the lesson in this situation. Romance. So there might be new romance on your pathway. Maybe this person wasn't really the best one aligned with you. Or at least perhaps it was more about your energies, your vibration needed to be back into alignment. So this huge upheaval and haul came in to help reset expectations and reset the energy here. So you both might be coming together to kind of work through that energy. Let me know if this resonates. Like I said earlier, if this is so not your situation, it might be a different pile. This is what Spirit wants to bring through for people that are in this specific situation that they're trying to navigate. This one got a little more like heavy life lesson situation. But okay, let's go in to see what Spirit's advice is for you. What advice does group 1 need to know? Advice for group 1. Surrender to passion. Ooh, interesting. So what's funny about that is with this No Place Like Home, this is about surrendering to our authenticity. That means we have to feel those emotions, really be honest with what it is. Earlier with that little kitty cat coming out, it was like something for that to come into play into your life, kind of feels like we were repressing things or suppressing things, and this whole upheaval was a way to get us to reconnect back with ourselves and bring up this inner passion. Maybe there was a little bit of a numbness to life. It wasn't as colorful. You lost kind of lost your way a little bit. So with the surrender to passion, it's coming back into your sensory system, the felt senses. It says, get out of your head, feel the fire in your belly, focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So this is a new level in you and how you're gonna, this new version of yourself. And it's almost like you're going through your own rebirth, because maybe your identity was kind of attached to that situation, that relationship, that connection. And so what parts of you were you losing yourself in that? What parts of you can you reclaim? Because you felt that fire in your belly. You're like, enough's enough. I've had it. I can't take this anymore. And so this surrendering to this passion is like, when you feel that fire coming out, the animal within you, that we're connecting with that pureness, that energy, that divinity within us. This situation is getting you back into touch with that part of yourself. So let's see what else. Advice from Spirit. First chakra, which is all about the home. That's interesting. That is all about your security and your sense of safety. So the energy of the root chakra supports our sense of safety and physical world, reminds us to enjoy our physical bodies. Oh, yes. So I suggest maybe even getting into tantric studies and tantra. It helps us reconnect to our bodies a little bit more. Maybe we were living a little bit too in our heads or feeling disconnected. And so getting back into our bodies, starting with feeling our toes, feeling our knees, moving our awareness back up to our shoulders, our head. And so you slow down and you feel into life. This is where the seat of your creation, your creativity, but before anything else, any connection can't really take off or grow until we feel that sense of security within ourselves. Within reason, obviously we need other people to help and that's totally fine. But it's noticing when you're outsourcing those needs to a little too much, where it creates an imbalanced situation. So healing your first chakra, your energy may have been coming out too. I would can see that how your energy might be seeping out in that area. So maybe healing the root chakra. That way you're not so taken off course from yourself in your next connections. The rainbow. Sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward. Oh, that's beautiful. You do have a beautiful new pathway coming for you. And a new, more loving home, or perhaps your home is changing and shifting into a more harmonious place for you. That's more suitable and right for your current needs. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, look on the back of this deck. I just happened to catch it. Surrender your fear of intimacy. So this is all about opening yourself back up and feeling yourself, feeling your body, emotionally coming back to yourself, really being vulnerable and honest. That is what it means to be authentic. And that's not easy to do. If you've trained yourself, and a lot of times our conditioning, our upbringing, maybe we didn't have the best models growing up to show us what that might look like. Or we get so distracted with our responsibilities. We shut down these parts of ourselves that are ready to be expressed and experienced. And it takes these upheavals to get us to come back into contact with that. So it says, you're ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. This could also be the reason why, if you were getting into surrender to your intuition. You have that intuition card. That's what's getting you back to you're opening your heart chakra. Opening your heart, opening your love is going to help you connect to your intuition more. That way you can read the signs that your body has been trying to give you. It seems like for that tragedy to come in, it was like wake up, get up, get wake. You're waken the senses, come back into to life and love life again. It's not just all about hard work and despair. And sometimes these challenges come up and these lessons come up to get us to really take a look at ourselves, to say, where am I not inviting joy? Where am I not opening myself up to experience more joy? And so the more that you work with coming back into your emotional authenticity, it's going to help you reconnect with your intuition. So that way, if issues start to arise, it doesn't have to like take over your whole life. But sometimes, those things, if they do come up, it's not, I don't want the message to be like, well, it was your fault. You attracted that situation. Sometimes in our life, it's just a planned thing. Like our souls come in and we'll have an experience that we agree to kind of wake us up, to bring us back to our path. And other times it's like we all have free will. So maybe that other person, the other party, needed to grow too. We have light being. You are highly intuitive. Yeah, you needed to wake that part up again because that needed to come back online for your next part of your journey. You are a sensitive being, comes a deep level of knowing and capacity to heal. You have a great strength within you, and you will overcome obstacles that have caused you great pain. Your challenges have made you stronger, wiser. You will transmute lingering pain for healing and strength. Your sacrifices have uncovered a deeper level of self-love and mastery. Yeah, this is all about self-love here. And then lastly, let's see. Is this what I want to do? Okay. Ooh. I forgot a little card. I wonder what it says. This could be the one. Okay. Let's find out from your guides. Any advice? Anything to look out for coming up? Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do this. With you coming back into contact with your intuition, it's going to help you process the way you're perceiving, the way your worldview is, the way you relate to others and to yourself is going to bring in more clarity to your situation. I am seeing more clarity coming in for your situation, but it is going to take more self-exploration within you, within your body, within your emotions. And that way, that internal shift is going to create this beautiful, I see with this rainbow, this beautiful new way forward that's coming in. Yeah, there's a new experience waiting for you where you're going to feel so connected again to life, to yourself, to your partners. Yeah, don't worry too much about this. Obviously easier said than done because you have to walk the path. But there's a guarantee. There's a pot at the end of the rainbow there, pot of gold. Very soon. Yeah, there's a resolution to this. And that's going to be different for everyone, how that looks, how that shapes. Some, it's either reconnecting with that partner. Others, it may be just, growing into a new version of yourself and finding a new partner, or not. You could just really develop this intimacy with yourself. But I do see, two people here. So it almost seems like there is definitely someone coming in for you. But energetically, right now, Spirit's just working with your energy to help you to integrate those lessons that just happened from this big upheaval and to set you on the new course that's coming in for you. But all really beautiful energies here. You've got this. we'll do another love check-in down the road to see where you're at. But I hope this helps process some things for you and bring some clarity. And other than that, that is all I have for you, Group 1. I will see you at the next reading. Bye! Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose Message in a Bottle. Inevitably, the police came up in my head. Sending out an SOS. So maybe you're waiting on a message, or your spirit saying you're about to receive a message that's coming in. It's coming in hot. I'm also picking up, maybe there's a message you need to say. It's something that you've been keeping bottled up and it's ready. It's like it's coming out of this water here, sort of like our subconscious, that we keep getting nudges and we keep getting signs. Maybe the universe is planting these signs to you to be like, hey, do you want to open up and talk about that? But yeah, otherwise, what I'm seeing for you guys in your love life, what to expect. It looks like there's a message or a phone call coming in, a text, a DM. So let's see a little more what's going on there. First, I want to see what is going on with you in your energy in the love department. Okay. Oh, comfort with a pink, bubbly pink. Sadness. Oh, I'll give you a big hug right now. Oh, so mopey. Why are we so mopey? Okay, let's find out. Okay, two. We have autumn. Bounty, balance. So, a seed. Planning, setting intentions, optimism. There is growth though. Look at that. The seed, and now that they're sprouting. And then you got autumn, which is about bounty. Oh, look at the cycle. There's like a progression going on. All right, I see. But let's see what's going on with you. Crocodile. So I know in the book, when it comes to crocodile, which is funny, we're like, oh my god, it's a predator. It's gonna tear us alive. But really, it talks about taking a step back from the external world and looking inward. Not really taking action yet. It's more of a waiting energy there. So there's a withdrawal energy. So it's like and the water too. So definitely kind of like, it feels like you're observing and you're watching and you're waiting. So maybe you're waiting for this message to come in, waiting for someone to send you a message. But at the same time, I feel like you're comforting yourself. Let's keep going. You're learning how to soothe and regulate yourself first. Sacrifice. Okay, I want to do one more actually. What's going on with you? Maybe you're like in this state of surrender, deception, and envy. Interesting. I saw in the back of the deck, trapped in fear. I want to keep going before I make my assumptions. Let's bring out the tarot. What's going on with you in your love life? We have the Hierophant in reverse. Ooh, the High Priestess in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Cups. Oh, these reversals. Okay. Not that it's bad. Okay, well. It just kind of means either this is a blocked energy or more existing in the shadow of ourselves. But let me clarify these energies first. Why is a Hierophant? Oh, okay. The Hermit. What is this? Three of Cups. Okay. Well, a few things came in. For the Three of Cups in reverse, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and then the Magician. Oh yeah, heartbreak. Oh, you're. Oh man, you are going through it. It's okay. Okay. It's throwing you off. Throwing off your balance there a bit. I just heard "Steal My Sunshine." Oh, what's up with that? Who's speaking? Shadow. Okay. For some of you, maybe there was a message that came in and revealed something to you. I'm kind of drawn to this Deception and Envy, and it came with this Sacrifice card, which in the tarot number 12 is the Hanged Man, all about having to, I feel like the rose-colored glasses coming off, seeing a situation more clearly, having to surrender to a situation not going the way you had hoped. Whatever the situation was, it definitely brought you out of contact with your own divinity. Where I see with the Hierophant card, who kind of looks like a priest here in reverse, and then the High Priestess, these are like major spiritual energies, and they're in reverse. It feels blocked. It feels like something is blocking these energies to help us feel connected and thriving to our inner core, our inner selves. The Empress is all about the divine feminine, and the High Priestess is about the esoteric, the more inner experiences, where the Hierophant is more about the external experiences. So maybe the conditioning, something feels. It's interesting because it's like outside of a church. So if inside you see the Hierophant who's in a church, this priest who's commanding people, but on the outside these beggars are there looking for help and struggling outside. Well, he's indoors, so something in this energy. So yeah, not in the most thriving energy. Let's put her back here. It feels like this struggle is going through. There could be poverty consciousness. I'm seeing with this trapped in fear and the shadow card. It's like having to confront parts of you that were very focused on lack. And there could have been very, very practical reasons for this. It feels like feeling abandoned. Like you were definitely going through some kind of hardship right now or something. I'm feeling a lot of loss and isolation that's coming through. not feeling connected to life, not enjoying life, like the color of life kind of coming away from you, but maybe you're waiting on somebody who you would like to hear from, but they're not replying back to you. And so, and the other case that this could be is maybe the people that you do try to interact with, they don't really respond much to you. Like, let's say you're on Tinder or something. I don't know, whatever they do. They're swiping. Maybe there's not much opportunity there, but I don't know. Something about this though feels like there was an event that happened that kind of opened up this wound in you. The Page of Pentacles feels like we're not taking these opportunities. We're doing some more isolation, lots of isolation right now. Kind of like you're tending to your own wounds. Again, brings me back to this Comfort card, needing that time to plant new seeds with the sow. Because something was revealed. What this Deception and Envy card, whether this was somebody else and you've learned some information about them that you was kind of devastating for you and kind of inevitably put you in a state where you had to surrender, to like let go, let God. Or this is maybe something also what's coming through is something in your mind that's tricking you with this shadow. It feels like there's some kind of illusion operating here. Or at least the fears, like you're feeding the fears. And so there's deception in how and how you're looking at it from that perspective. With that Hangman energy, it's asking you to shift it. Because right now that energy that you're tapping into and staying in is creating this imbalance on the back of the deck. When Temperance is upright, our emotions, our energies are in a much more balanced place. Inverted like this feels like we're really having a struggle finding balance there. So maybe some self-exploration, like constructive self-exploration, not rumination where we're trapped in our shadows, like I'm worthless, I'm not good enough, nobody will like me. Like that's circulating this stagnant energy. Whereas the Hermit is more about in connecting to our intuition. I'm hearing if you've fallen off the path of having a spiritual path, and all that means is whatever that looks like for you. Is that praying? Is that meditation? Is that how do you learn? Because like it feels like we feel disconnected from that light, and a call back to open yourself up to that light again. To bring that in for you, to bring your sun back. So that way you can create a new experience for yourself. The Three of Cups in reverse. Maybe there was a third party situation that you learned about for some of you. Not everybody's going to apply to that. Or just something got in the way of you either with another person or you just don't feel any joy right now too. That could be the case of this, because all of our passion, it's gone. It's like our light, our vitality, our Shakti, it seems dimmed. There's a sense of boredom, withdrawal again, 11, like we're holding on. It looks like we're holding on to either old wounds. These could be fresh wounds too, but it looks like Spirit's trying to get you to shift out of that stuck energy, because you don't see, it's like the Magician is normally someone who can channel all these energies and look at what resources they do have and start to make changes in their external world. They reclaim their power, but it's inverted. And so, but it is a broken heart. It's like something really just broke your heart open. But that takes time. It's not like oh, you got to shift and get out of this energy. These things are a process. It's sometimes you just got to sit and sit in that for a little bit to help the emotion mature a little more. Okay. So these are definitely heavier energies that are within you that are waiting to be integrated a bit more, integrating that shadow and learning what that shadow is for you. But let's find out what, so that's just showing me what is going on right now in your energy, in your space. And then, like I said at the beginning of the video, if this is not something that you're resonating with, it's either that you are likely you should pick another pile, or maybe just sit at this reading out and wait for the next reading that I post regarding love. I really set the intention for these videos to just be for who needs to hear it. So not everyone's going to be in this situation. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, then I don't think this pile's for you. This is for people who just like, it has been a struggle right now in the love department. Oh, as I was putting it away, I did see anger and then the Panther card at the bottom. It looks like maybe that was a past energy. So it looks like, because you have the sadness card, normally what happens is we feel this anger. Well, I'm thinking of the life cycle of an emotion, because sometimes everyone's different. Sometimes people respond strongly with anger and then comes the sadness, or sometimes others will have a sadness and then finally the mopiness, and then they're like, oh wait, screw that person, or screw him or her, like I deserve better than that. And so there's this like rage that comes back and puts the fire back into you. So I'm curious where in that process that is for you. Okay. All right, let's find out. Oh, there's a car horn outside. What to expect in love? What's coming up for you? Imprisonment. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. It was just too on the nose. Like, okay, you got the trapped in fear card. There's like this prison. Ooh, let's find. Oh, look, a little mouse is coming to save the day. Ratatouille. Okay, let's find out what's going on. What's coming up next? Or at least what you need to know in your love life that's coming up. Whee! Courtship. Ooh. Well, okay, I just saw this. So, I don't know if maybe some of you in some legal situation right now, or leaving a situation. That's just for like a small, tiny portion of people. I just had to bring it up because I saw it on there. And then the imprisonment. That doesn't mean that you are like, you're gonna get screwed over. But I would really just take this card as more of like a mental prison, or something that's keeping us, a self-limiting belief that keeps us stuck and not moving, because we think this is all our options. So let's keep going. Okay, what is next in love? Maybe someone's in prison right now and you're expecting a call. They're expecting a call. Some conjugal visits. Sorry, I had to go there. No, that's like probably barely for any of you. Okay, what is next in love? Okay, goddess energy. My goodness. Hell yeah. It's interesting because that first part of the reading, we got the Empress card in reverse, which she showed up, which means like, you a bad bitch. Or, oh, romantic. Oh, that's going with the courtship card. Love is in the air. Let's keep going. the crone. Ooh. Oh, look at on the back here. Chemistry. Okay, you're hitting it off with somebody. That's exciting. We're gonna get you out of this mopey energy. It's like this little mouse is coming and is like, what are you doing here? We're gonna get out of here. We're breaking free. So your get out of jail free card. Okay, this looks good. I like it so far. Okay, let's keep going. What is next in love? So maybe you're in this goddess energy, or this person that you're meeting is like embodying that goddess energy. There's a hidden blessing. Okay, I'm putting this guy over here. You breaking out of that little prison you got going on over there. So that's us finding the blessings and the struggles grow and expand. Beyond the limitations, what did I say? That was like your self-limiting beliefs that were holding you back. Let's get another one. Okay. Life Path 8. Material Manifestor. You got that Magician card. You have it in you. Okay. Power. The boss. Can create several sources of income. Prioritize work over love. So maybe you have to pay attention to your material world a little bit to invite this. Let's keep going. Okay. Okay, I see that 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords in reverse, 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups in reverse. Why are we still in reverse? Okay, let's find out. I think we're gonna get one more and then I'll clarify. Oh, we're gonna clarify these after. One more. Okay, 2 more. Fine. The Sun. Ooh. Got put in some work though. Okay. Very exciting. It's funny that it says air. I just noticed all the swords. The element connected to the swords in the tarot is air. So I feel like, again, air is connected to thoughts, the mental realm. So that's where your work, your inner work's gonna be here. I'm already seeing that's gonna unfold or play a big part in the way that it's gonna help open you up when you oh, I feel like you started to get disconnected. The more you kept thinking all those thoughts, getting stuck on those thought forms that were limiting beliefs, it was like keeping you stuck in that pattern, in a holding pattern. When you drop back into your body, which is what we need the goddess, and that the Empress card is all about, is connecting to our senses, being more embodied. And so that's why breath work can be helpful. Meditation can be developing your spiritual practices. A way to get back into your body, grounding practices. So that way we can kind of put an end to those negative thoughts, as any anxiety or depression that just drags our energy down. Okay. So we've got Page of Pentacles in reverse. You had the Page of Pentacles reverse last time. Oh, interesting. And the Hierophant in reverse. Wow. Give me one moment while I move all these cards. Okay, why is the 2 of Swords in reverse? Queen of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. Ooh, okay. Okay, fine. 10 of Wands. The World and the Hanged Man. Oh, Hanged Woman. Upside down. Interesting, there's like this web here, and then which the World card makes you think of like the World Wide Web. Three of Cups in reverse. Why is that in reverse? Seven of Pentacles. Sun card. Whoops. Nine of Swords. Interesting. Eight of Pentacles. The Moon. Ah, there we go. That's the shadow card again. Ooh, the Lovers, but it's in reverse. It's a blocked energy, but there's somebody here for you. There's definitely a person. Your person's coming in. I feel... Once again, I keep thinking of the mouse. I just thought of Cinderella and her little helpers over the mice. Cinderella, Cinderella, night and day. It's like they're like coming. It's like your little guides are coming in. Like we need to whip you back into shape here, buddy. We're gonna help you align with this because we know you wanted this. Yeah, there's somebody. It feels like there's somebody you have a great connection with. The chemistry's there, the passion's there. There's like a beautiful romance, someone you feel very deeply connected to. I see the crone and I feel like too this is probably somebody from like a past life, because the crone makes me think of like someone full of wisdom and an elder. The goddess energy kind of brings me back to like past eras, so something in that too. I feel like there's the past life energy. Anyways, okay, let's see. Let's go with the Four of Swords here. Okay, so I feel, part of me feels like this is already an established connection that you have with someone. But there's some disharmony here. Or like not making a choice, not making the decision. Like you already know this person, is what I'm getting. And you know there's like a great chemistry with that person. Or it could be that they know that with you, and you're waiting for them because they're in this energy too. The Four of Swords is talking about rest, deep contemplation. I'm really drawn to the Moon in both of these cards. So that's a time when we get really quiet with ourselves and explore our depths to kind of understand what's holding us back. I'm saying with the Hierophant card, it's kind of really challenging the beliefs that you're holding that's keeping this stuck energy. Or it could be that person that you're dealing with, that you're kind of waiting from that message. Maybe they're in this energy where it's like Groundhog's Day, quite literally. Like just saw a video of the groundhog, where they announced it's 6 more weeks. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like you're in this process, or they are in this process. Take it as it resonates. I feel like this is either going to be your energy or their energy, but it's either way, it's impacting the connection. Somebody in this needs to challenge the hidden beliefs that are here, that are keeping this from progressing forward. Now, with the Two of Swords, can talk about being at a crossroads, being at a stalemate, and kind of having to shift some things around. There is a call to it. The Queen of Pentacles. Either this is the energy that's needed to shift, being more self-nurturing. That's the comfort energy. Or this person does bring a lot of comfort, brings a lot of that sensual side with that goddess energy. And there's like a heart opening with that energy and that sense of down to earth, someone who feels trustworthy. So that's why we're able to feel nourished and loved and cared for. So either this person that you're connecting to has this energy, and there's like a craving for it too. But it's also asking you, or this person, to where in yourself can you generate that? Because we can't outsource that to somebody else. That has to come from within us. Kind of drawn to the rabbits in this card. So that could talk about the springtime, new growth. I think Didn't you have the card about sowing seeds, setting intentions, optimism? It feels like someone you really care for. They really care for you. And so they're just dealing with this cross, being at this impasse here. Five of Swords. There's been some conflict, whether that's been an internal battle, which is what I'm more so getting, but it could also mean external battle. And I'm seeing with with these burdens here. Ten of Wands is all about the burdens, the responsibilities, but look at how she's holding this mirror. So it's asking us to really take a hard look at ourselves to see what we can put down, where can we ask for help, and what energies are we carrying, or beliefs that we're carrying that puts us in a position where we have to feel burdened, exhausted, and overwhelmed all the time. Because even with this World card coming up in reverse, normally it's about completion, but there's something that's not getting completed here, and it's creating conflict. There's a resistance to it. There's a delay. This is causing delays in this energy here. And it's there's sort of like a narrow view. It's like you need to expand out. Not either you or this person that you're dealing with has to expand out. I would say both of you. It's worth looking at our role in this connection, if there is. But yeah, zooming out, getting a bigger picture. And that's what our hanged man or hanged woman is all about, is taking a new perspective, a more enlightened perspective. Like earlier you got those Hierophant card and the High Priestess. This is all about enlightenment. So shifting the narrative that we have built around it. We felt those emotions. Those emotions are so real. Those past pains are real. But how is that programming contributing to more chaos, more conflict, and sabotaging our connections? Now for the Three of Cups in reverse, I am picking up on maybe that third party energy, whatever that means. Whether this is another person involved, maybe work is involved, that's creating these responsibilities, or some set of circumstances that's causing this breakdown in the connection and not allowing us to move forward with that. Could be even our own energy, the belief, again, could be the third party energy that's interfering with seeing our progress being made. But it seems like it's been going on for quite a while. The Seven of Pentacles is all about, is my more like lengthy card, something that we've invested in, but it feels like it's not serving us either, too, whatever this energy is. And I also feel this like impatience too, because this being reversed feels impatient. Feels like we want to fix this issue, but it's going to also require more out of this person. Okay. The Sun card. The Sun is all about our joy, our optimism, our high vibrational energy. When we feel aligned, we're excited about life, we're connected to our life. We've got our little lover, and it attracts our lovers too. But we're flirting with life again. We're feeling at a more at peace with ourselves and our situation. But we have the Nine of Swords, which is all about anxiety. Maybe that's something to question too, whether the fear of having it all, because that really does can impact us. Sometimes we're afraid to take steps because yes, there's uncertainty and we fear the unknown, but sometimes that lurking beneath these hidden trapped fears of what we've built in our personal stories is also a fear of being happy, of saying, because we always created this idea of like, well, it's all going to come crashing down. Why even put the effort in? You know, what are those beliefs that is keeping you from experiencing your joy that says that I can't have this? Because there's some fears attached to this, some anxieties. Maybe something from your past too that's projecting onto a new situation, a new lover that's keeping you held back. And so this is what the Eight of Pentacles and the Moon is also about the illusions that we created. So having to really look at ourselves and rework the energy around it. So journaling will be really helpful, whatever way that might be supportive to you. Whether this is you, sorry, I keep saying you, it doesn't even have to be you. It could be this other person too, but we play a role in this. So we attract, it's a mirrored reflection of our reality. So the partners that we're attracted to, is there a story, a traumatic background? Are we attracting our traumas together? Is there a trauma bond there? Or maybe this is a really great partner that's coming in, but we are so trapped by our past, it's not allowing us to really connect into the heart space and get out of the mind. So, okay. I'm going to pull from this deck. Let's find out a little more what to expect. Oh my gosh, the last pile got this too. Everybody's struggling with control. Stagnation, oh my gosh. Delusion, release the need to control situations. So that's playing a big role in this. The surrender, sacrifice. So this card, the Hanged Man energy, is all about surrendering control. This is out of your hands. That's what the mind, that's what the ego wants to convince you of. Chaser. So either you're chasing, you're in the energy of chasing, and pursuit, convincing. Rejection, let them go and let it be. Okay, so this is what maybe some of us are anxious, have an anxious attachment style where we go after and chase things. And I'm thinking of that Four of Pentacles where the guy's like holding on to his last coin, doesn't want to let go. So, and that shows that we're not trusting spirit. We're not trusting our life's unfoldment. We are clinging on to things that aren't working for us. And that could be a number of things. Okay, let's see. Mystery, magic, intrigue, suspense, entering an unknown territory. Oh my gosh. Okay. Regret, remorse, life regrets, loss. Start making empowered choices. The answer to your question is yes. Okay. Hesitation. There's a lot of hesitation in this energy. Past heartbreak, broken trust, afraid to move forward. So you'll make the biggest shift when you let go of this control. And so it almost like spirit doesn't even want to tell me what's really coming next, because it's like, it's kind of up in the air at this point. And there's more to be said of this unfoldment. When you're dealing with these heavier experiences of whatever this loss was, this regret, it's going to take you standing in your power. And that may mean not chasing after things that don't matter. Either they're not meaningful things, or chasing after people that can't meet our needs. And so where do you need to look? Where do you need to reorient yourself? And that's where the magic is. That's where opening yourself up to to life's energies. Getting out of this more dense energy of regret. It's good to help us process, but saying yes to life, that optimism, the Sun card, that's like stepping into this lighter energy will help you see with new eyes. Okay. Well, last thing I want to do is get some advice from Spirit to see about your love life. What is something that might be helpful for you in this process and opening up? Because, yeah, like I said, there's like the really beautiful connection waiting for you. It's just doing some of that internal work. Ooh, I just saw this. It said offer. So maybe there's a message that is waiting for you when you shift this. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to clear this out and then we'll get some cards for your advice. Okay, advice from Spirit on what to expect next. Love. Surrender to prayer. Again, coming back to those spiritual practices. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you'll be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. So this is when we set intentions. This is when you sow your seeds. What do you want to create? You're a creator. You have power. You have your own power. And power that comes from the heart, from the soul, not power from ego where we control and play mind games. It's a more relaxed, enlightened space when we enter into that sacred chamber within our own hearts. Okay, one more. Surrender your desire to control people. Sorry, so on the notes. Oh, and surrender fear of change. Yeah, it's time to break out of that pattern. And I think you know it. You always knew it. It seems like it's just been a battle, an internal battle to overcome. And you'll get there. You're absolutely going to get there. So it says, being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, give this situation some breathing room. That crocodile card is all about that's being watchful, waiting. You let it kind of come to you a little bit. So there is a little bit of that feminine energy. If that's your situation, some of you may have to speak out and say what you need. Take it as it resonates, because some people, maybe that was always your role, where you were always the one having to go out and get it and always have to say and speak your truth. And the other person wasn't even being receptive, wasn't budging, wouldn't give you the time. And so this is where you pull back your energy and focus it back on yourself, heal your wounds. And you don't have to over explain a situation. Whereas some of you, if that, maybe you do shut down a little more, and when you do talk, you kind of might be lashed out a little bit, or you're not seeking to understand, you're seeking to create more. This is an honest question right here. Are you seeking to be curious and understand, or are you seeking to be defensive, start an argument, start conflict? The tone of your words and where you're pulling that energy from will make all the difference. If it's coming from your heart, sounds very different from when it's coming from the mind and when it wants to seek control. Like, I need to have this thing right now, otherwise I won't feel at peace with myself, and you have that thing, so I'm going to get it from you. We don't want that. So surrendering to prayer, there's just the act of surrender in itself is powerful. So the universe is reminding you that you're cared for always, whether you're afraid of change in your job, your health, or relationship, or fear of aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. You're just surrendering to what is. And that's beautiful. That is part of your path. All of that. You don't have to worry. You don't have to control. Everything's just so much bigger than you. And it's like there's a relief in that. You know what? The right things, the right people, the right situations are going to come to me. I'll do my inner work. I'll change what I need to change, but I'm not going to stress about it. Okay, we've got kindness. Maybe there's a lot of self-kindness you need to maybe that inner critic in your energy. There needs to be a little more grace, more kindness, and that energy that you put back out too. Because when we're speaking, especially in matters of the heart, it can be it's hard. It's not easy to speak up of what we desire. So sometimes we come from a more combative place when all we really want is connection. We're seeking to be understood. So anyways, kindness is going to be a big energetic shift for you. Reminds us to be considerate and wise in our interactions with others and ourselves. Find the root of our love through our connection to Source. So speaking with kindness, I'm really drawn to the blues and the greens. The blue reminds me of the throat chakra, which is all about how we communicate. The delivery of the message, quite literally the message that we are sending out to others. And the heart chakra is the color green, which speaks about speaking from that place of love. What does love have to say? Not who's right, who's to blame, who's wrong. Like, that shouldn't be the focus. It should be, what does love have to say? And when you shift it into that perspective, it holds a different frequency and yields a different result. I'm seeing on the back of the deck is abundance. So this is going to help you get into alignment with your abundance. Abundant relationships, abundant health, abundant love. It's there when we remove the burdens of our past. So let's find out a little more here. Deception came up again. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay, so maybe this is where you have to get honest with yourself, because we've got, let me get that. Because we've got the deception card twice. So I think this is where, in terms of love, maybe that was something you were noticing. That you had to become aware of in your story. Where were you wearing a mask, where we weren't being completely honest with ourselves? And that connection to our heart is going to help us get there with our self-honesty. Okay, sorry if you hear that buzzing sound. It's the fridge is really going off right now. It needs to cool off. What's the joke? Your fridge is running. You better go catch it. Anyways, okay, let's keep going. We have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay, so there is a connection there for you. But this is where Spirit's guiding you, and this is part of the need to control. This may not be something, maybe that was something you had to come into awareness of, like, oh yeah, maybe when I show up in that energy, it's to control the outcome. Because to be honest is like there's like a death energy in that. Maybe we grew up in an environment where there was self-preservation tactics, where we had to develop the mask or to develop the need to control, so that way we can keep what for our own survival needs. But there's something about this illusion, this mask that we're wearing, that's not conducive anymore. That's not helping you anymore, and it's time to part ways with it because it's affecting your love life. And there is a connection here. I want to do one more, actually. Maybe you guys are like having a time apart from each other, because I keep getting drawn back to that message in a bottle. Playfulness. Okay, so showing up with more playfulness, kindness, playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So it's putting down the swords. It's coming into, there might be things that you do need to work out and discuss with this person, but I think showing up with this playfulness energy, the honesty, and an open heart, a willingness to look and play in this relationship. Either this is a person that you already have an established connection with, or this is this new person that's coming into your life that you're being guided to not show up in that old energy. if past relationships that didn't work out, but to come in with this more youthful glow, this joie de vivre kind of energy. Yeah, let your inner child, I saw children at the back of the deck, letting your inner child take the lead to explore and getting you out of that more heavier, dense energy. Okay, lastly, I want to take from this deck and see what your guidance is. Awakening. Ooh, you are learning to embrace peace, clarity, and keep your eyes wide open to opportunities. That's the message in a bottle. This is a huge milestone for your soul's learning. You are now moving away from situations or people that are not in alignment with your energies and embracing the flow of universal abundance. This is a second awakening and a grand achievement. Be proud of yourself. Yeah, Pile 2, you made a lot of headway with this work, or you are in that process of getting yourself more clear with what you want, with what life you want to create, what kind of relationships you want to attract. But it always starts from within. It starts with the relationship you have to yourself. So, yeah. Divine Masculine. Ooh. It is said that the right half of your body represents the masculine side. Someone is healing their wounded masculine aspects, gaining power in protection, providing for the self-stability and strength. Both the feminine and masculine energies must be balanced in order to be in your full power. So whether you've been having struggles with a masculine in your life, and maybe there was deception, maybe there was control, manipulative tactics, but it looks like Spirit's asking you to also look at your masculine energy. How is that overactive? I'm thinking of that chaser card you got earlier too, which is when we chase things. It's a very masculine energy that we're embodying versus a feminine, what's more receptive. So there's a balance that has to come into play here. And I think there's this awakening of your divine masculine energies, balancing out your masculine energy that is connected to your heart energy. Maybe your divine masculine is in this, and maybe you're waiting on that message from him. It doesn't have to be him or her. Again, we all embody these. It's just some of us are standing more in either the masculine or the feminine energy. So, yeah, that's something to be on the lookout for. It looks like you're already on that way, on that path. There is a relationship for you that's very hot and heavy. But very playful, very loving. And so it looks like Spirit's just getting you ready for that a little bit. So anyways, I hope some of that resonated for you and clicked some things or gave you some perspective of what was going on, if that was anything that you were already facing. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Take care. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Thanks for being here today and allowing me to tap into your energy in the love department. So you chose Fork in the Road, also number 13. That number may be important to you. All I kept hearing is decisions, decisions, decisions. It seems like you have a choice to make, maybe a few choices, and you're indecisive, or you actually know what choice you need to make, but you're hesitating because of the consequences that'll come out of that choice. Let's find out a little bit more. Okay, so first I'm going to take a temperature of what your energy is right now in regards to love. What are you feeling? We have trust and movement. Okay. My cat. Yes. Okay, so let's see. What are you feeling? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Which is all about gentleness, diplomacy, moving with grace. Okay, let's get some of these. What are you feeling right now in love? What's going on with you? We have moss agate, positivity, change. Oh, that's cool. Okay. This one's got some movement. Earthworm, look at that. Clarity, rumination. Look at there's like some obstruction that is right there that kind of pierced through the soil. Broom, energy, clearing, freshening. Seems like you're getting more clear about something though. And that clarity is going to be important in the role that it plays in the path that you take. You're learning to open up more trust too. And that trust is creating the energetic movement and shifts that need to happen. This feels nice. Your energy feels nice. The other two, no, no, they're just kind of like knee deep in their struggles, and like your energy feels like something where it feels very self-actualized and healthy, and it probably can't, because if an earthworm, it's like it unearthed things. You were working in the depths of that soil, so having to face important truths. It feels like you've been doing the work, is what I'm getting with this. Because if we're trust and movement and the deer, the sense of love, sense of gratitude, there's this positivity. It's certainly shifting some things for you. But it, I don't ever take that lightly. Look at that authority. Choice. This is lining up with your choice that you're gonna make. It feels like right now for your love, it's important that it's not chosen for you, but you're the one making that choice rather than just letting life happen to us. It's like we're the one driving the vehicle here. So let's get the tarot out. Seeing a lot of greens, which is about the heart chakra. And then of course with the trust card, there's a little heart in the center. That feels good. I mean, that's like if you're going to be making some firm decisions, setting boundaries, communicating, and moving along your path, you want to be informed by your heart when you want to, come into alignment with your future. I always thought it sounded so cheesy. Just listen to your heart. But it's funny, the more we sit with that and the more times life throws challenges at our way, really confusing ones where you're like, you don't know what's left or right, up or down. You're like, oh, I don't know how to navigate this challenge. But in the end, every freaking time, man, it's always what was your heart saying, because that goes beyond your ego. Ego might be coming through here a little bit sometimes when I think this is like the Emperor card. But you know what though? There's a halo. It's like creating these pillars of strength. There's like the divine authority. So what I was just gonna say was sometimes the ego in the Emperor card can do some things where it's like we were too logic focused and we disconnected from the heart space. But in this case, in your case, I feel that there is already a heart connection there for you. Okay, so let me see what else is going on in your energy. Okay. Ah, clarity. Clarity. Oh, look at the halo again, the little crown. She's communing. Oh, the devil. There you go. The hermit. Shine a light on that devil. New level, new devil. Okay. Knight of Cups. Ooh, that landed in reverse. One more. Three of Cups. Ooh. Alright. Ace of Swords. Clarify, please. The World in reverse. Devil. Betrayal. Hermit. Chariot in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. Oh, single as a Pringle. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, Empress. Empress and the Emperor. What are you doing here, divine counterparts? But we're imbalanced. Okay. I feel like with the Ace of Swords and the World card, the World card in reverse feels stagnant, that something didn't move and get off the ground, which is interesting that we're going to see movement happening soon. But you couldn't move because this is your choice. Or not yet. You're not moving yet. There was a breakthrough or a paradigm shift. You were, because again, we see the clarity card. It's like you're unearthing something about yourself, something about the situation that you're in. That the devil here, this can talk about unhealthy coping mechanisms, unhealthy attachments, obsessive behavior. And could have been like a sense of self-betrayal too. And maybe the experience you went, maybe you felt like you were stabbed in the back. Or somebody stabbed you in the back. It feels like it's interesting because I do see a lot of movement and shifts happening within your energy that got you to a more positive place. But at the same time, something in this energy feels like there was resistance to letting go of a cycle. There was resistance to letting something from your grip. Something was bringing out your shadow energy, or at least maybe the connection you were in, or something. There's this fork in the road. That means that there's some part of you where there's a foot in one path that maybe you have to walk away from. And it's taking this soul searching, because we're seeing the hermit. These are like going into, especially when we're untangling ourselves from the devil energy, it's like being super honest with ourselves about, where did I create falsehood attachments to this person, this situation? What kind of belief structure was in place that kept me stuck here? That kept me stuck in these delays. So that's why this choice was really important for you, or coming into this choice, this decision. It was always yours decision to make, and how you want to move. Do you want to move here or there? That person, whatever energies you're dealing with, they're going to conduct themselves. However, we don't have control over that. All we have control is how we decide to move forward. Whether we feel chained to that pain that was caused, it feels heavy. Like this wasn't fun. But also, it's that breakthrough energy of realizing when it's time to get out of a situation and move forward. But we really need to look at those unhealthy patterns first, because otherwise it always hangs out and lurks in our energy, or it burrows itself in our subconscious mind, and it follows us into the next relationship, into the next relationship. So the Hermit coming through, also Virgo energy, Capricorn energy is coming in too. Chariot as the Cancer energies, I think. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check. But yeah, see, with this Chariot in reverse, it tells me, again, there was delays, like a pause. There's a pause in your energy that's like, I need to look at this a bit more and explore and unearth to gain the clarity and the wisdom I need to make my decision. It feels like this experience is creating independence in you and a certain self-love, how you weren't showing up for yourself. Maybe you gave that power away to someone outside of you, gave that authority away. A Knight of Cups in reverse. It feels like it's on its shadow side. So maybe you were dealing with a person that was either playing the field, because I see with the Three of Cups, it's like entertaining these things, and there's a tower moment that came with that this couldn't exist any longer. Whether this was you or this other person that you were dealing with, it's like, it feels like not building on solid ground, this foundation, this connection, whatever it was, or whatever part of it that brought you to the front. It wasn't healthy and it wasn't serving you and your future. And so there's this fork in the road that kind of feels like I have to make this choice for myself. This is an act of self-love and trust to make these positive changes. And we disconnected to our divine oh, look at that. Queen of Swords. You had to put some boundaries in place. This is self-preservation. That's what needed to happen here, because otherwise it was like running wild with these like energies that weren't, they just weren't healthy. And it made you feel disconnected from your femininity, how it made you feel the sense of love, deep connection. And I mean, it could have messed with it. When we have these like other energies here, it's like hard to feel connected to life like that. So the fact that you were getting out of it though, and I'm seeing all this positive upliftment and up movement, is a great sign. And then for some of you, could have had addictions like drinking, because I see the cups, the Knight of Cups. There could be addictions to partying or the lifestyle of it, but it wasn't, you couldn't last long with that lifestyle, or these people that you're around are tolerating. So there was a call to change and to really look within to create new movement. Because otherwise it just kept recirculating this bad air, this bad energy. So, okay, let's find out what's next for you in love. This was just giving me a little taste of what your energy is and what you're experiencing. But I want to find out. What is coming up next for you? What's coming up next for pile number 3? You got Journey. Oh, yeah. I was thinking of Anastasia. Journey to the past. Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't hold back now that we're here. Okay. Wealthy man. Look at you. All right. Ooh, Gotham. But it feels like an end of a chapter is coming in, and then we're moving forward. Someone's abundant and prosperous coming in. Look at that. Is that a clock? I don't know. There's like a little ticket. I don't know what that is. It's a nice cloche. Wealthy, wealthy men. Let me read the little book. Maybe that might have something. The number 13 is up again. Here. He might be thought of as a venture capitalist, banker, financer, entrepreneur. Stands for career, success, business, acumen. Brings good news. Okay, maybe somebody's coming into your life who's a self-made person. Okay. You've got intuitive. Player. Okay. I did pick up a little bit of a player energy earlier. Communicator. Huh. But this doesn't have to be like actually, you know, shadowy player energy. It could just be like having fun. Watch, I'm probably saying that and it's totally like the opposite. Okay, perfect. That's it. Oh, there's quite a bit. Okay, we'll take it. Trailblazer. Meant to be a trailblazer. Oh, wow, yeah, with the wealthy man. What's coming up next? Collaboration. Wait, this is a third. Okay. Mature soul. There's your intuitive side to you. Soul purpose. Soul birthing process. Discovering your soul purpose and unfolding your unique abilities. Okay, let's keep going. Actually. Let's come in love. Six of Wands in reverse. Ace of Swords again. The Page of Swords. What are you listening to? Seven of Wands. King of Swords in reverse. Let's find out what the Six of Wands in reverse is about. Ten of Wands. Ace of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Page of Wands. Seven of Wands. Whoops, that's a lot. King of Pentacles. There's our business wealth man. Maybe the person you've been dealing with is like wealthy. Or they just have their own business. King of Swords in reverse. Why are you in reverse? Ten of Cups. We got on the back. Nine of Pentacles, but in reverse. Okay. Okay. What's next in love? You could be moving or relocating. I'm seeing with this journey, there's bags packed. Or perhaps this has been a long road that you've been on and Maybe you're finally having the courage. The Six of Wands in reverse kind of feels like we're not having the bravery or courage to be. Usually it's victorious, triumphant, being seen. But in this case, it feels like there was a setback. And with the Ten of Wands here, having to look what was holding you back, what was creating this setback. I kept hearing no drama llama. Is a little llama on there. So in this situation that you've been dealing with, seeing the burdens in the connections you were dealing with, how you were overextending yourself and struggling, not delegating. So by that very nature, it was creating these unsuccessful dynamics that were playing out. I feel like there's a real burned out energy. Maybe you have been trying, but it's just not working. Maybe it's with a particular person or people. For some of you, I do feel like there was a player energy, and it was just having that moment of truth with yourself. And she's bringing out her sword, even though she's dealing with all this grief, this heaviness. It's like maybe you were spying on somebody. I feel like with the Page of Swords can be about listening, spying, watching, listening. I feel like just uncovering information that you would already know this, by the way. I'm just more pandering to the people that are in that particular situation that I first immediately grabbed. For others of you, it's not really like a player, but going back to maybe the addictions, the partying, there could have been that kind of lifestyle that we were leaving behind, or the people that are associated with that lifestyle, the little barflies, or you are very intuitive. Like, we have the mature soul, so you're definitely someone who can see through. You can read between the lines, and you can read when shifts are something's off, something's not going right, and you can really pick up on when you're out of alignment and like what in your situation needs to change. It feels like it's been a long time coming too. Again, with this journey, this fork in the road, the Seven of Pentacles is all about having the patience and taking our investments. And I love how her back is turned. It's like going elsewhere. It feels like you're going in a new direction. Kind of like you stuck out this situation for a long time. And I feel like it's not really yielding the result or the rewards that you wanted. Because again, we have this, it wasn't victorious. And it forced you to have to really contemplate yourself a little bit more in this connection or these connections, whatever this may be. And I'm feeling like this new chapter is like you're getting more curious about what your needs are, what you want, what inspires you, what opens you up. I'm wondering if you heard some kind of rumors going on. Maybe there was a music connection with this person. Anyways, with your love life. It feels like these boundaries had to come into place, but because again, it's self-preservation. There's this sort of, I need to protect my heart, and I need to protect myself and be my best advocate. And this is how you get to this abundant life. There's a masculine involved, like a male energy. Not everyone's going to resonate with that, but because I keep seeing the wealthy man and the King of Pentacles, there's someone who either you're going to meet or that's who you're going to take this road with, is this person who is more self-assured, who knows what they want, can build a stable place, a stable environment. I think that's also what you're looking for, is where can I build and have stability here and not this flighty in and out kind of energy. I want somebody who's who knows what they want, knows how to get it, is in touch with their passionate side, but also their ability to go after what they want. And I think that's something you really value here, and that we're going to be seeing in your next chapter. Like, you're cultivating that energy. I'm wondering if the person you were dealing with, I'm seeing this King of Swords in reverse. Was this person kind of misusing their authority, being manipulative and using mind games and tactics? But that player energy coming through, it's like, it feels like, and we got that authority card earlier, the Emperor, and I'm wondering if that's like, this person was messing with your mind. So you had to really develop your inner discernment. This is also, by the way, connecting to your soul purpose. So pay attention to I know it might be hard with these energies, and sometimes it can get us stuck in a rut of like, this person wronged me, betrayed me, and did all these X, Y, and Z things. But have some time set aside for that, but keep checking in with yourself to see, are you growing outside of that? Are you understanding the lessons here? Because there is always lessons within our connections to help us understand where we're putting boundaries in place. Not that that person's behavior is anywhere your fault or anything for you to blame. People are in charge of their own behaviors, but how do we respond to that? Do we walk away? Do we leave? Do we, after, give all these ultimatums, but then nothing really changes? So this is where you had to find, are you happy in this situation? Where are you going to find your rainbow here? Who's going to fill your cups? So at the bottom of the deck, I see the Knight of Pentacles, but she's in reverse. Normally when she's upright, she's healthy, she's independent, she's reliant. She meets her own needs. She don't need no man. But she actually does get all the men because they are very attracted to her energy. However, she's upside down right now. So it tells me in this chapter, this is where we were giving away our power to others. And maybe this fork in the road is coming to a point where do you stay in this old self, or do you emerge out of that and realize the way maybe there was codependency in the connection? Where were you self-sacrificing so much? And needing to understand that you need to put yourself first before you put the needs of others first. Put on your own oxygen mask. Because it looked kind of like this person was taking from you, or just wasn't taking it seriously. And you need more of a collaborative effort too. So, but I am seeing this shift, because you had like movement and trust and shift, like you were making headway in this, and you're learning, and it's like you're laying, like brick by brick, you're building this new foundation for yourself to bring in a more abundant timeline. But that decision is really important that you're about to make, and making sure that you align with that decision, and who gets to come into that entry for you. Not everybody gets access to your energy, is what I'm hearing. Okay, I'm going to move this all out, and then we're going to get some, oh, no, I forgot. Oh, well, that wanted to come out. Community. Interesting, because you have collaboration. So leaning on the support of others while you go through this time. It says friendship, fun, light heart, downtime with friends and family. Right now, it seems like that's going to be important for you in your healing, is to reach out. Sacred space, altar, prayer, candles, commune with your own divinity. Yeah, that's where you want to fill up your cup. The love isn't outside of you. You're the one. Those feelings came through you. This other person didn't. I mean, they might have been a catalyst for you to feel those fluttery, lovey feelings, but it's all you. Okay, potential, fulfillment, risk, achievement. Your potential is limitless. What else we got here? split energy. Options. This is that split energy, the fork in the road. Unfocused, multitasking. Decide what you really want. Let's get one more, please. Okay. All of them. Oh, okay, too. Travel! We just talked about travel. So maybe just getting new, fresh insight, meeting new people, meeting a new community. Movement, meeting, adventures. Be ready for new experiences and appreciate. Let's see. Your twin appreciates you. See the blessings. Practice appreciation. Interesting. You got a little bit of a chaser energy here. So maybe it's coming back home to yourself. Do things that you love. Spend time with the people that you love. It's like you got to get out of these lower level connections that weren't serving your highest good. It's like you need a pause, you need space. You need to choose you. And what does that mean when I say that? When it says you choose you? Because everyone's going to be different in this situation. Who's worthy of your time and your energy and your love? Okay. Let's see what guidance that Spirit wants to give you. Because this is aligning you. It's putting you on a right trajectory. It just needs you to make that decision that you've been maybe putting off. Or maybe, sometimes we stay hopeful in something that we know is like it's past its expiration date, or you've given multiple chances, or you've noticed certain patterns that never really change in a person. So you're like, got to make the hard choice of like, you know what? I'm going to go where someone can meet me where I'm at. And let's see. That's the chair squeaking, just so you don't think I'm like farting. Okay. Let's see. Advice from Spirit on this situation in your love life. Surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude. Okay, gratitude. That's going to shift the shit out of all this. Be service to others. Come from your heart. Big ego can work against you. Humility will further your goals. So this is hard too. If we were dealing with people that also had egos, we have to realize when our ego starts getting overreactive, it's hurt. The Seven of Wands comes up. We're in defense mode, and we're, citing off the reasons why this person hurt us, but yet it keeps us in victim consciousness, or the wounds that were created out of that. It's very, very, it's a tricky process to get out of the victim mentality. And it's not to minimize the things that you went through. I think that's important part of the emotions cycle, to get angry, to get mad, but it's also important just as much to realize like, oh my gosh, what did that open up in you? What did that activate? How were you not showing up for yourself? Now you get to step into this divine, beautiful energy of like, I love myself. I have love for myself. I can look in a mirror and I say, I love you. Not a lot of people can do that. And anyway, so all that to say is sometimes our ego can get in our own way with the way we process our pain. Here comes the cat, but you can't see her. Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. And that's the ego that tries to control. Oh, interesting. Surrender to rest and sleep. So maybe some of you gotta go take a nap. Take a walk. Yeah, because sometimes those energies are so like, bleh. So you're like, I need to, honesty. Honesty with yourself. Supports our choice to be courageously truthful and genuine with kindness and tact. This is that fork in the road. This is the whatever talk you need to have or decision you need to make. It's like that internal process of, oh, transparency. Yes. It supports our expansion towards a higher vibrational state. More insight, honesty, and clarity. This is how you reach clarity. So if you're like trying to wrap your mind and you feel like you're not getting answers, you're not getting anywhere, it's that self-transparency. Like, I feel this person did this, and like this is how it made me look at that situation or respond to that situation. And are they changing? Are they, I brought it up to their attention. Whatever that could mean for you. Or if we're not letting people in, maybe there needs to be transparency about that, like where we keep the walls up. So everyone's going to be different in that situation. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's too many. I'm going to... Spirit, what does group number 3 need to know? Advice? What do we need to know? Okay, you got like 4 cards. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. It's like that inner liberation. Release your ex. Okay. So somebody you know that maybe isn't good for you. Maybe that did left, but maybe their energy still lingers in you. And so somebody in this connection, time has come to clear your energy. Okay. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Interesting. Oh. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy. Oh, because that's what it wants. Your guides want you to step into that gratitude. So for some of you, it may have been an old situation. Maybe this was like a very like past energy, but it was still, that energy of your ex was still hanging out in your field. And you need to liberate yourself out of that little prison that was that discipline, mental discipline you need to liberate yourself, to flirt with life, to maybe that taking that trip or that journey to get a fresh perspective. I see with this boat traveling, you could meet a new partner while you're traveling. You're exploring, you're opening yourself up to new options rather than ruminating and processing over the same person who hurt you. And like having that transparency and honesty with yourself to get this person out of your mind, like the constant analyzing of like how could they do this? How could this person do this to me? You take what you need out of that and then start shifting, start making those baby steps to move out of that. And then this is the lighthearted energy. We want to kind of move you into the calmer waters. This is giving me 6 of Swords vibes, moving to, away from the conflict. You dealt with the worst of it, and now you're moving on. Now you're moving forward. And then soul agreement, soul mission, soul plan, life purpose. First of all, know that this was always part of your soul plan, to move away from this, to process this, to gain clarity and perspective. There's a new part of you that is being birthed. Look at this little baby coming from this woman. Maybe some of you want children. Maybe this person you thought you could have with this person, and or maybe you do have children with this person, but you're closing out that cycle. But I also get the sense of like there's a new rebirth coming out of this. But it hasn't yet taken form, taken shape. It's still sitting within you. The seed's planted within you. I want one more of these. We have singing stones. Transmit your vibration. Use your voice. How are you being called? I noticed, earlier you also got the communicator. So some of you may be really great at communicating. Maybe this experience too will play a part. It is playing a part in your purpose. Oh, how funny. My throat started closing up now. So yes, your throat chakra needs to open up a bit more. This is where the honesty and transparency comes in. Look at the blue colors, the blue, 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 blue. It's like you have such a unique perspective. You're such an intuitive soul that there's some kind of truth that you bring to others, to your relationships, your connections, that also liberates them. And maybe to others will really learn from your experience when you move through this. Okay, lastly, let's take some from this deck. We have angelic presence. Even though it may feel quite the opposite, you were at the right place at the right time. In an act of service, you took a part in a soul's invitation to enlightenment. Your presence unlocked an aspect of another's heart, which is a precious gift. Love is unconditional, and this gift will be returned to you in divine time. Yeah, wow, okay. So this is why it's important that you be very vocal with like what your needs and wants are, putting yourself, don't put yourself last. So even the partnerships, even if it didn't go well, so we, come into this life with agreements with these partners to say, you're going to wake me up and I'm going to wake you up, you X, Y, and Z, or person 2, person 3. I'm going to have these set of experiences and it's going to expand me in such a way that I couldn't have done alone. Like, if I hadn't had these kinds of pressures put onto me, I wouldn't have activated this gift or have sought out this new path in my life. So, also knowing the role that you play, this person had also their own wounds. Now, they have a choice, too, in how they want to proceed, whether they want to continue those healthy patterns. But at least you know that you made a dent. You made a mark in their story, and having to face those parts of themselves. And you have this angelic presence. You're very intuitive. You have a very loving heart. It's beautiful. And others get to, are more deserving of that heart. But more importantly, just understanding as you move with grace was how this soul lesson came, how it played a role in that expansion of your story and this other person's story. I just want one more. Divine unfolding, divine timing is at play. Not attempting to control the outcome. Resistance will cause suffering, whereas embracing change will allow things to unfold naturally. This is hard to move forward from, but spirits are really calling you to move forward in your path because there's something really beautiful lined up for you. Like it said, this will be returned to you. The heart, the energy that you're giving out to others, first of all, has to go through you first. And that's an important lesson. The important takeaway from this, you got that 9 of Pentacles, you got this Empress card. Coming back and giving yourself that love. This is this time to explore your self-love. Is it through traveling? Is it through singing and dancing? And however you play with yourself, free yourself. This is that liberation. Flirt with life. Treat it as your little honeymoon. But this spirit's gonna come back to you. So that's a really beautiful, space to come back to your own inner alignment. So, okay, pile 3, that is all I have for you. I hope that helped kind of clear up some things and process what it is that you're experiencing. But I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you at the next one. Bye!